Go, Baron Bunny!
Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Well, this is surprising. A brand new RPG with a huge open world and tons, and I mean tons of playable characters. Yes, Genshin Impact is the brand new craze hitting the web, available on most devices, and did I mention it's free? Because now, what exactly is this game? Well, it's kind of an open world fantasy, save the kingdom, but also collect as many characters as you can. Let me explain. So after some highly detailed cutscenes, the Cube Menace, and picking between which twin you want to control, you pop down into the world of fantasy name, looking for your missing other twin. Also, this thing keeps following you. So this is Paimon, and they guide you through the game, which has a story of, well, let's see, the 7 kingdoms, defeat the mystical dragon, drink some alcohol, but no, you're not interested in any of that, because it's kind of a standard RPG story. No, the craziest and intriguing thing about this game is the fact that you can get so many characters. So in addition to controlling Blank Blondie here, you get some story characters like Bunny, Fire Girl, who likes to hug her explosives, a guy who I swear has 2 eyes but wears an eye patch to seem cool, and a librarian.
When it comes to wet enemies, I've got them covered.
See, I told you reading is good for you. But the thing is, I don't really think you're meant to really use them in your party because they exist in the same world at the same time. So like, is this the real Amber? Or this one? There we go, there's the clone. Now we do this nice and easy. Then once we've taken care of her, I shall be the true Amber. Damn it. Oh, by the way, make sure to follow me over on Twitch for more impromptu streams like this. Anyway, this means that the rest of the roster is filled out with some characters you roll for. Yes, like a mobile game. Yes, this game has gems. And yes, it has microtransactions. Now, to be fair, after like 5 hours in this game, I managed to get all these characters completely free. But yeah, I can sort of see this can be a problem when they add characters down the line or special rare units, you know, like a mobile game does. However, instead of, say, mobile mechanics, the gameplay here is really fun. Now, you'll be taught all this, and trust me, there is so much content here. But the basic gameplay is that each character gets an attack combo, and then some magic abilities depending on the element. And over time, they can use a super duper spell. And don't worry, marketable exploding plushies aren't the only thing. They also got fire-breathing teddy bears and a death raven. Nice. Now, the really cool thing about this with the elements is how they work. Because you can status affect the enemies and swap to another character mid-fight, you can even do more damage, like say you burn the enemy, then you can swap out to another element and bam, more damage. Or even things like using the water environment to shock enemies, things like that. It's such a fun, smart way to add a whole lot more strategy to picking a party of 4 and swapping them out on the fly. You know what? With combat this easy to master, and a ton of characters, and bright colorful fantasy world, it really reminds me of this one game. Oh yeah, Trials of Mana.
I love shopping!
Okay, finally I got to use that clip. But no, seriously, this game reminds me of that Nintendo Switch game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because of the characters. And you obtain them in this heaven Final Fantasy space. Yeah, you can't tell me that's not Final Fantasy music. Also, to get here on PC, you press F3. Please let this be a meme. So doing random tasks get you these gems, and you need a lot of them to get these ones, and with about 10 or so, you can roll on different banners which have different rates of characters. Now, this is nothing like Xenoblade, which has none of these money gems, and euros. But I feel it's kinda similar, in that your playthrough is dictated by the characters you obtain in these roles. And after the first few, you can spend more time in Xenoblade, or money here, to get more or just use what you're given. But don't fret, you can also still grind in the game to get more gems, but it takes a really, well, yeah, in about 5 hours or so, I was able to obtain these characters. A rich rock girl who may or may not be my favorite.
Fetch an umbrella for me, would you?
Yeah, I said may or may not. A healer, singer, ice sword, maid sword, water sword, and fire-hungry girl who eats anything.
I'll make you a slime slushie.
Wait, what's this? Voice lines? So yes, to go even more in depth, each character has a backstory, and you can equip them items and level them up on many things, including friendship, which I haven't gotten to yet, but it unlocks more voice lines, where you learn more about the character, their backstories, and even some abilities, which this sounds like a perfect time for a brand new segment. What's the food they mention? Alrighty, so contestant number 1, what do you like?
Moon pie,
What a time to be alive.
Okay, how about you?
Can't believe that some people actually drink grape juice.
Alrighty, next contestant, what's the food you like?
My favorite is easily a satisfying salad. The best of Mondstadt's natural produce on one plate. Highly nutritious and a low calorie count. No, I never get sick of eating it. It's delicious. I've been eating it for 10 years now.
And if all that food talk ain't enough, you can pick up so many items in the wild and cook them with this tiny mini game. Yay, timing game. I swear this game is giving me so much vibes to that other Nintendo Switch game. Yes, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And so yeah, once you have your party, you can roam around, finding treasure, defeating monsters, unlocking shrines to open the map, and so on. You also do get to climb anywhere like another hit Nintendo game, Assassin's Creed, and also glide from high ledges. However, this does lead to a big problem I have, and that's with the stamina. Because oh my goodness, why is it so small? I want it big! Big!
Big,
Every time you sprint, which is a lot, because you know, big world,
big.
you use stamina and it goes down so quick. The climbing thing isn't the worst part, it's really the running. Because every few seconds you run out of stamina, then have to walk to use it again. I feel like yeah, it's to limit how much you can climb at the start. But I don't know, I feel like this game needs a longer sprint, maybe not using the same meter or something. And yeah, that is all from the launch of the game. And it's not perfect with some frame glitching here and there. And there's this weird glitch that made my character stuck sitting down, meaning no matter what I did, I couldn't escape and had to restart the game. She really likes the alcohol, huh? But anyway, I guess back to the story, because it's a kind of a typical JRPG plot. You know, go around the land, defeat the many things, hold the left mouse click to do a shooter minigame, defeating a giant flying dragon, you know, the usual things. And for the most part, the main quests also have dungeon exploring, which has puzzles and enemies to take care of. I also did get to a point where I was locked out of them, needing my adventure rank to be high enough to continue, which you can increase with side quests. So I guess it's a way to make you do them. And the side quests actually have been great so far, mostly because of the snarky humor and Paimon. Yeah. So I don't know why, but I guess because helper characters that are tiny have a bad rep, as a lot of people hate her. But I don't know, her dialogue coupled with the fact that you actually have dialogue choices and a lot of the game is voiced, making a lot of these quests really fun to go through.
It was a very strange phenomenon. Something strange happened.
So yeah, I mean, it's also voiced in Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, and it's really good most of the time.
Wait, what are you?
You're not gonna get me. Okay. Oh god. What is this? I didn't mean it.
There just seems to be so much to this free game that I'm blown away. But okay, no, it's still not perfect. I mean, it also has co-op multiplayer mode, but it's weird because they say when your friends join, only you will progress the host world, and they will have to redo the quest in their world if they want to complete it. Also, I kind of wish the main character had more voice lines or even just let us customize them a bit. They feel incredibly bland. I mean, you can talk to NPCs with the other characters, so I honestly just forgot about them, and I made Amber my pseudo MC instead. Well, clone Amber. And also there's a thing about the PC version having this kernel level access to your computer when you play the game, because it's meant to be an anti-cheat software, so I guess that's something to watch out for. And also some people saying when they play it on their phones, they feel like their phone is giving up its last legs, so I think that's something else I should just mention. But being a free game, it's actually amazing how much stuff you can get without paying a cent. And I didn't even get to stuff like the weapons, leveling up, and then even random things like because it's open world, you don't know how shocking it was to just stumble upon a puzzle where you need to shoot these torches to unlock the chest, and one was hidden up here which I had to climb after running around searching, to then even realizing, wait, you can swim. But also the rock type characters are weak to water and actually drown, but the ice team can just walk on water too. Oh yeah, and a photo mode with amazing features. Yeah, small games really do need this. So yeah, I really enjoyed my time so far with Genshin Impact. And yeah, it does seem like it's taking a lot of inspiration from games you already love, judging from the survey they put out. And I mean, come on, the dashing is so similar to Nier, it's pretty obvious. But yeah, actually, let me know below if you got this game and what do you think? Also, who's your favorite so far? And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and share and all that good stuff to let YouTube know that this video is worth spreading around. And until then, I'm gonna head back since Amber really wants me to improve my gliding. Okay, fine, this is inspired by Breath of the Wild. Alright, I said it, you happy?
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Sheik.